Hello and welcome back to the Wayside Car Valeting channel, and today we have got a black Skoda, we've got warm weather, we've got the Autoglim Polar Series as usual, and we've got a Retros 80s t-shirt. Thundercats, gotta love them, they're home.
I just knew I wasn't going to like this.
Let's roll the tape. Okay, so we've got some pretty grubby wheels here, loaded up with all sorts, brake dust, tar spots, and yep, the day-to-day grime off the road. So looking around the bodywork, yep, the paintwork to feel with the back of my hand was very rough. Lots of contamination, bird poo stains as you can see, and then around the front, lots of greasy fingerprints, greasy marks, more bird poo, cobwebs in here. Sun cream, I guess, on there. I don't know. There's a spider living in here. You can actually see a nest under the handle. But, yep, lots to get off of this car. And as you can see, more spiders' webs there. And the back end, usual grime from the spray off the road there. So the wheels are bleeding away there with some iron fallout. That's actually Yum wheels I've applied there, and I'm now giving it a overcoat of foam using some pure shampoo by Autoglim through the Mesto foamer. Really foams it up quite nicely. Good bit of lubrication for attacking at the wheels with the certain brushes that I'm about to bring out. But yep, these wheels, as you saw, were pretty dirty, and I can use the detail brush to get into the wheel bolt areas and all across the faces and into those tighter areas where the spokes meet the wheel faces and the barrels. Onto the wheel barrels now, and I'm using here the EZ brushes barrel brush, EZ car care brushes. And this one is very good at getting in between the spokes and around the brake discs and into the calipers. They do come in other sizes. This is the largest one of them, and good quality brushes actually. I use this, or I use original wheel woolies, which I have as well. One thing to look out for, the Halfords version of this is not the best quality. If you get one of those, they do have problems with them, maybe just after a few washes where the handle falls off, and also the brushes, the actual bristles become really misshaped. I still have my one from Halfords and it's in a bit of a state, so I only use it on household things rather than vehicle side of things. Now onto the wheel faces, and here you can see I'm using the Yum Cars wheel face brush. Fantastic brush actually, really do enjoy using this. It absorbs product and really helps to work into that dirt and grime you find on the alloys generally. So yeah, highly recommend this type of wheel face brush if you're out there looking for them. And finally onto the tyres. Here I am using the Yum Cars tyre brush, and I've found this one also a very good tyre brush indeed. Really does work into the tyres nicely, especially these large face tyre walls. And yeah, the foam here is very dirty indeed. This is due to the actual water in the bucket being filthy already, but I did give these 2 goes and got them nice and clean, ready for dressing. So rinsing off now using my new stubby gun from Direct Hoses, and also I am using a 10-meter extension replacement for the Karcher. And with the stubby gun, I've got those different nozzles for the different angles. Here I'm using the 15-degree one, I think. And yeah, it does a great job. And as you can see, these wheels have come up really well with the products. So a little time lapse just to review on a different wheel. There you go, there's the Yum wheels getting to work. It can be used all on its own, and there we go. I've given that overcoat, getting a nice agitation going with the brushes, and then using that Yum face brush, tire brush, and then here comes the rinse off. Another wheel looking really, really good. And there you see how much these wheels needed it. Plenty of sort of contamination on there, and looking really good. So here we are, just giving the paintwork its first rinse down, and yeah, no water behaviour, absolutely nothing. Look, it is sticking to the car like glue. Here we are on the bonnet, as you can see. Yeah, it's just, there's no sheeting, there's no beading, there's nothing. So where are the easy steps then with this? Well, here we go then with the Auto Glim Polar Series, and starting with the Polar Blast. That is your snow foam, your pre-wash, and here applying it with my MJJC snow foam lance. And funnily enough, I actually had an issue with this foam lance during this recording, and it was slightly blocked. So you can see the foam wasn't producing at all. It did a bit. I didn't leave it on too long due to the hot weather, but managed to get some kind of pre-rinse before sorting the issue out, which was done. And then here we see the wash going on. This is Polar Wash. First of all, put on using detail brushes to get to the nooks and crannies, and then I did the contact wash with the 2-bucket method. Rinsing it off here just initially at the front because it was hot. You see no water behaviour yet. Finishing off the car with my 2-bucket method. There we go, that's the Polar Wash part done. And now for the fun bit. So giving it another rinse off there just to keep the car nice and cool and wet, and then Polar Seal being applied now. So easy, 3 steps, 3 loads in the foam cap lance, and yeah, rinsing it off now, and look already, you can see the beading. It's already appearing on the roof there. Rinsing the product gets into all those places, it goes on the wheels, it goes in the arches, and now the results already there is water behaviour. Let's give it a blast, and there you go, sheeting, beading, and that was just using the lance. A contact wash for the main. Oh, hello, what's that? Oh yeah, there was a hornet visiting the window wiper of this car. Quite a big one, that. Anyway, yeah, back to the water behaviour. Here it is, and there you go. Great results, and now we'll come up to the drying phase, and you'll see that it also provides quite satisfying gloss as well as protection. Quick dry off using the G-Technic Smart Towel, and I am using an old one here. I do notice that as they get older they do lose their absorbency. We'll be purchasing a few more of those, but all in all a very good towel indeed. So the finished product, plenty of gloss. You've seen the water behaviour caused by the Polar Seal. You've seen how easy it is to go through the steps. Yep, I did have an issue with the Polar Blast layer at the start because of my foam lance being blocked up. However, I got that fixed, and in the past the foam that is made from the lance using that product is brilliant. You leave it to dwell for about 12 minutes normally, and then the Polar Wash goes on afterwards, and that just needs a little bit of dwell time, but during that dwell time you can use a detail brush to get into all those tight fitting areas. But yeah, and then Polar Seal certainly is a very great product. All of them smell great, and what you should also make sure you do is wash out your foam lance thoroughly, because that is what I think blocked it up for the last time. So there you go, some fantastic final shots of this Skoda Fabia in black. The paint was still rough to touch at the end, but yep, I did not do any decontamination work such as clay barring or compounding. It was just a simple wash using those products, and there you go, look at that split. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Do give it a like and do subscribe. Until next time, thanks very much everybody.